Hello everyone, this is Today in History. Today is Saturday, February the 24th, the 55th day of 2024. There are 311 days left in the year.
On this day in 1500, Charles V, Holy Roman Emperor of the Habsburg Empire, was born in Ghent, Belgium. On this day in 1525, the forces of the Habsburg Emperor Charles V annihilated the army of Francis I of France at the Battle of Pavia. On this day in 1739, the Battle of Karnal pitted the invading forces of Nadir Shah of Iran against Muhammad Shah, Mughal Emperor of India. On this day in 1803, in Marbury versus Madison, the U.S. Supreme Court declared an act of Congress unconstitutional, thus establishing the doctrine of judicial review. On this day in 1821, Augustin de Iturbide made an appeal for an independent Mexico in the Iguala Plan. On this day in 1836, American painter Winslow Homer, who captured the interactions of humans and nature in his watercolors, was born in Boston. On this day in 1848, the anti-monarchical revolutions of 1848 reached France, the one nation where the insurgency was successful. On this day in 1868, the U.S. House of Representatives voted 156 to 47 to impeach President Andrew Johnson, whose lenient Reconstruction policies regarding the South after the Civil War angered radical Republicans in Congress. On this day in 1942, the Voice of America made its first broadcast in Germany to counter the propaganda of Nazi leaders. On this day in 1955, American businessman Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple Incorporated and a charismatic pioneer of the personal computer era, was born. On this day in 1976, the regime of Fidel Castro adopted the Constitution of Cuba, which mandated the operation of only one political party, the Communist Party of Cuba. On this day in 1991, U.S. ground operations began in the Persian Gulf War, more than a month after an air war was launched against Iraq to free Iraqi-occupied Kuwait. On this day in 2020, American film producer Harvey Weinstein, whose career ended amid numerous allegations of sexual harassment and assault, was convicted of rape and a criminal sex act. Many viewed the verdict as a victory for the Me Too movement, which sought to assist survivors of sexual assault. Also on this day in 2020, American mathematician Katherine, whose trailblazing work at NASA became known to a wider audience through the book Hidden Figures and its film adaptation, both in 2016, died at age 101. On this day in 2022, some 8 years after illegally annexing Crimea, Russia invaded Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin cited several reasons for the war, including the false claim of Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky and other government officials were neo-Nazis. I guess that's where all the Nazis went after World War II, to the Ukraine. All right, everyone, that's it for today.
Today is Saturday, February the 24th, the 55th day of 2024. There are 311 days left in the year.